Welcome, Amy. Thank you for being here. And I really appreciate that you've taken some time out of your day just to chat to me in this little interview. And I like to do these because sometimes people wonder what they're going to get out of doing something like your inner GPS. And since you've done the program and you've done a few things with MindFit, I know it's valuable for someone that's just like wondering, stressing, thinking about taking on something for themselves because we generally want to do it for everyone else. So thank you for being here today, Amy. And I think I'd love to just start off by saying I've known you for just over a year and you started coaching with me a while ago. And I have witnessed such a huge shift and a transformation in you. And that's why I'm so keen to chat to you today. So, Amy, would you mind just saying to me, even in spite of how much you've learned, why did you join the program, Your Inner GPS?
So for me, I've always kind of known about your inner GPS, but I didn't have a name for it and I stopped trusting it and I kind of hit the override button. So when I saw running the inner GPS, I was like, sure, that really speaks to me. And I was like, I have to do it because it spoke to me.
Okay. Well, clearly you felt the nudge, and that is what your inner GPS is all about, right? We get these little nudges, these sensations, this kind of message internally that something is good or not good, right or not right. So I love that you spoke to that you've always known it, but it just appealed to you. So, Amy, where have you seen this work play out in your own life? Have you noticed, has your family, have the people around you noticed the changes?
So I definitely can see a huge change within myself because I used to doubt myself a lot and I would second guess any decision that I made. And now I'm a lot more trusting of myself and the decisions that I'm.
Yes. So we were just talking before we came on camera that you've had a very good recent example of how you used to be and how you are now. And I'd love for you just to tell that story, please.
So this was quite. I love this example. About a week ago, my mom and I went to go look for a new fridge, and I measured the fridge before we left. And when the fridge arrived, it was the wrong side. Now, in the past, if that had happened and I made a little mistake like that, I'd get very stressed out and usually end up fighting with my mom and the whole world, and I wouldn't be able to resolve anything. But now, because of the work that I've done and trusting myself more and leading life with a much calmer mindset, I said, the first words I said was, don't worry, Mom, I've got this. I'm going to figure it out. It's okay. And I took a couple deep breaths and I looked at the fridge and the wall, and I saw that there was a very thin wall separating where the fridge was to the pantry. And I was like, hang on, this isn't holding anything up. We can cut it. And I got our gardener Gifty. He helped me and we cut it and the fridge fits. And I feel like that's the best example. I would have never been able to make a decision like that if I was stressed out or in a low mood. But when I was calm and believing in myself, following my inner GPS, I was able to be creative and come with the resolution.
You know what I love about that story is that this is just everyday life, so it wasn't like a massive, big, I found, the job of my dreams or, got this new friendship or whatever. It was like, it was a fridge and used to be something that would have made me panic. But now I can see how I used to behave and now I'm completely different. So, what an incredible example of just everyday life feeling so much calmer and better. I know you've got a little one, and as a parent, this is a big area of difficulty for a lot of parents of young children. Do you feel like you've shifted and changed, and how has that impacted your relationship with your little one?
Sure. Hey, so if I compare myself to last year, where I was overthinking a lot, it was like my mind didn't want to keep quiet. There were just thoughts after thoughts after thoughts. And with Alyssa being 5 years old, she would come with beautiful stories and she'd want to talk to me. And I'd be there, I'd be present. I wouldn't even be on my phone. But my mind was 1,000 miles away. And there was not a lot of connecting, especially when I was going through something stressful. And this year, I've been able to be fully present with her and actually a lot of people in my life. So my mind gets very quiet now, and I can fully listen to Alyssa, to my mom. And it's created such beautiful relationships, even with my friends, actually. I'm finding myself in making beautiful connections with people.
Yeah. Yeah, you just speak to that so well about making connections. And, like all of us, we can forget every now and again, but we know where to go to look for that peaceful place because now we're familiar with it. So, you know, just watching you as you have just blossomed as a human being, your energy is so beautiful. It always was, but I just feel like there's a depth to you now. And I wonder if you could maybe speak to, anyone that's might be like, I'm not so sure, is this for me? Might be sitting on the fence wondering, can it really make such a big change? Because I'm so aware that people can't like see it, that it's something a lot deeper. How would you speak to someone who said, no, I'm not so sure? What would you say to them?
So when I came to see you at the beginning of the year, I thought I was broken. I thought that there was something wrong with me. And learning this information, learning the three principles, trusting my inner GPS, it has honestly transformed my life, but not in a way where anything around me has changed. Alyssa still goes to the same school. My mom still does what she does. I still do what I do. But inside, something has shifted. And I feel excited for each day. I feel just happy to be alive. And before learning about the three principles, I'd done a lot of work on myself. I'd read The Secret. I'd seen many psychologists over the years, and none of them gave me this information, which has finally worked to quiet my mind. So I believe it's possible for everybody. I really do, because I didn't think it was possible for me, but it is.
Sure. If anyone's wondering what the three principles are, it is the foundation of what we teach on the your inner GPS. So thank you just referring to that, Amy. I really want to say it's been a privilege just listening to a little bit more. I know quite a bit about you, but sometimes just to sit in this space and probe a little bit, there's more information that comes out. And so honestly, what an honor just to watch how you have unfolded and blossomed in your life. So thank you for giving me this time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Okay. Bye then.